Thank you all for being here today. Good to see people dedicated, moving. I think it helps us in the cold weather. If you can move a little bit, it really helps to aid any inflammation and stiffness in the joints, that sort of thing. Just moving your arms, warming your shoulders up. And back the other way. Good, and then stretch from side to side. And we'll lift our arms up, breathing in, and we're folding forward. And if you want, you can slide your hands down your legs just to support your lower back until you get a little bit more warmed up. Just do a few more of those. So sliding your hands down your legs on the way down, and you can slide them up on the way up. Just gives you a little bit more support until you get a little bit more warmed up. And on the next one down, we're going to stay down there for a few breaths. Let your head fall heavy and let your chest fall heavy, and feel a nice stretch up the back of your legs and also a little bit of lower back. And folding your arms in and move your elbows in a figure of 8, just getting some little movements into your hamstrings and lower back. And then take your hands down to your right side and turn your right toes out to the side, feeling a stretch down the back of your right leg. And then take your hands over to the left side and turn the left toe out. Sit, and then bring your hands up to your knees, and we're just going to go from side to side, so lifting your chest up, so straightening out one leg and bending the other, just getting some movement through your groin, through the buttocks, a little bit of lower back, warming up. That's it. Good, and then coming up, give your legs and your arms a little shake, and we'll stretch through our quads, so you may want to grab hold of a wall or a door frame and just bring your foot up, bring your knees together and pull your heel up to your buttock. Just feel that nice stretch through the front of your thigh. And then we'll swap to the other side. Good. Good, okay, give that a little shake. Let's start our session. We're going to start with some knees up. So just get our little timer going for us.
Starting session.
Okay, let's go. So just bring your knees up. That's it, nice and high. So getting some movement into your buttocks and your lower back, your legs. That's it, nice work. Nice and high. You guys are getting better with the camera angles. I can see most of your body. So I can see all of Penny and Dexter and Jenny. I can see from your waist up, Jan, which is still pretty good. Good job. Okay. Just give your body a bit of movement through the hips. Okay, so now picking up your weights, and we're going to do a squat with a press. So bringing the weight up to your chest. And I want you to try to keep your chest up nice and tall. So squatting down and take it all the way up. If you're having any shoulder issues or any blood pressure issues, just do the squat without the press up above your head. Otherwise, feel free. And you're all doing it, which is great. Having your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Your toes a little to the side. Breathing in as you come down and breathing out as you stretch up. 10 seconds to go. Good. Okay, now if you've got another weight for your other hand, grab that. We'll do some bicep curls. So we're going to bring the hands in front of your legs, nice soft knees, and bring your core on. Got 3 more seconds to go. Rightio, let's go. So nice and controlled. Breathing in as your arms go down to your legs, and breathe out as you bring your hands up towards your shoulders. So this is working on strengthening your bicep muscles in the front of your arms. 20 seconds to go. Nice work. 10 more seconds. Hi, Julianne. Good work. Okay, next one, we're going to try a tricep. So we'll do it with one hand. So what I want you to do is have your elbow facing up towards the sky, and I want you to bring it up like that. Just with one hand. You can use your other hand to support your elbow. So elbow should be straight out in front, and really all you're doing is straightening the arm, and you should be feeling the arm. Okay, one more, and then we're going to swap to the other side. Okay, swap it over. So take your other arm, point the elbow forward, and bringing it straight up. So it's nice and controlled. If you've got your hand on the arm at the front, you should be able to feel the bicep muscle. Good. Okay, and then go back to the first arm. We're going to do some single arm presses. So soft knees, core on, and I want you to press the arm above the shoulder and then bring the elbow down in line with the shoulders. Okay, so we're going to do 20 seconds on each side. Okay, let's go. So all the way up and then just control it down. Good. So this is quite isolating, and it helps you to get your strength the same on each side, and you use quite a lot of core to keep your body stable because you're working one side at a time. Good, and then we swap over to the other side. So starting off here, all the way up, and then just bring your elbow down just to shoulder length, shoulder height. That's it. So just keep it up a little higher, Jan. When you bring your elbow down, just bring it down to your shoulder, just to there. That's it, perfect. Okay, good work. Next one, we're going to go down, we're going to do a push-up. So you can do it against a wall if you want. So if you're going to do it against a wall, just have your hands nice and widely spread, and you're taking your chest forward to the wall. I'm going to go down onto the mat, have my hands on either side of the mat, on my knees. That's it. That's the way. So you're bringing your chest towards the wall. If you look at your elbows, you want them bent at a right angle, so you don't have to go all the way to touch the wall with your chest, just going towards it. That's it. And you breathe in as you go towards the wall, and breathe out as you go away from it. That's it. Just finish it off. We're nearly there. Good work. Okay, and from there, we're going to come down onto the mat. We're going to do a plank now. So you can do your plank on your knees or your toes, whichever works for you today. If you find you've got any issues with your lower back, knees might be better. Having a nice straight line from your shoulders to your knees or your shoulders to your heels. So this one's working your deep abdominal muscles. These are the ones that support your back. If you're doing it on your toes and you feel any strain in your lower back, it's okay to go to your knees. 20 seconds to go. Ten seconds. Nice work. And then coming into a child's pose, give your lower back a little stretch. Okay, next one we're going to do is a lateral leg raise. Laying on your side with a nice straight body. Put your weight on the top leg. Bring your hips forward and foot flexed, and we're lifting up. You'll find if you're lifting up about 40 centimeters, you've got everything in the right position. If your leg goes up higher than that, you need to move your hip forward and squeeze your butt a little more. So this one's working to strengthen the lower core, the ITB, and the glutes. Fifteen seconds to go. Deep breathing. Nice work. And then switch over to the other side.
Rest.
So position yourself with your elbow under your armpit, nice and straight through the body, hip forward, foot flexed. Good, okay, let's go.
Work.
Let's see, keeping it nice and strong. Fifteen seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the weight off. Laying on your back and hugging your knees up to your chest. Let's just take some of the strain out of the lower back areas. Just give that a nice roll around. Massaging through your lumbar spine after all the tension you've just put on that area. Okay, next one we're going to do, you have a choice. You can either do bicycle crunches, so where you're laying on your back, bringing your elbows to your knees, like this. If you want to do the low impact version, have one foot on the floor at each time. If you want to do the more advanced, you can actually take your feet off, or you can do CrossFit sit-ups. CrossFit sit-ups is where you have the feet facing each other and you're going down and coming up. So you can choose whichever one you'd like to do.
Starting session.
So we get the clock going. We've got 10 more seconds to go. We've got a little bit of rest before we start this one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go. Deep breathing, and these ones are working our upper and lower abs. Five seconds to go. Good work. Okay, next one we're going to do a bridge press. So staying on your back with your knees bent, feet on the floor, bring your weight and put it on your hip area. And we're going to bring the buttocks nice and close to your heels. And we're going to lift up through the hips. So inhale, lift up through the hips, bring your chin to chest, and then slowly lower it down, keeping your heels as close as you can to your buttocks, lifting all the way up, squeeze through the buttocks, and then slowly roll down. So keep it going. So this one's working your hamstrings, your quads, your glutes, and lower core area. So really lift up as high as you can, really squeeze through the buttocks, and then slowly lower down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Good work. Okay,
Rest.
next one we're going to do is a side plank. So you can come onto your side and bring your elbow underneath your armpit. If you've got any issues with your shoulders, you might like to just do a normal plank. We're going to lift up through the hips and bring our arm up towards the ceiling. If you want to do a full plank, you can have both legs out straight. We've got a half plank with the lower leg bent. Going to do 5 more seconds and switch to the other side. Okay, switch to the other side now. Lifting the hip nice and high. So we're working the muscles that go down the sides of the ab this time with obliques. Good. And bring that one down.
Tabata stopping session.
Okay, so that's the first round done. You might want to grab yourself a drink. You might want to shed a layer of clothing if you're getting warm now. Okay, and then coming back up onto your feet, and we'll get started again.
Starting session.
Okay, so this time we're going to do skaters. So step to the side and then behind. That's it. Keeping your chest up nice and tall. That's it. And then once you get comfortable, you can add some arms in. That's it, good. Ten seconds to go. Nice work. Okay, picking up your weight, and we're going to do squat presses. Got 10 more seconds rest here. Bring the weight up towards your chest. And we're going to inhale as we squat down and exhale as we take the weight up into the ceiling. That's it, nice work. Try and keep your chest up and keep it nice and controlled. Nice steady movement controlled by your breath. So breathe in as you go down and breathe out as you come up. Keeping your gaze forward and your elbows forward. That's it, nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. It's just getting your breath. You got 15 more seconds rest. We're going to pick up the other weight and do bicep curls next. Okay, so it's nice soft knees, cores on, and you bring your arms up. So breathing in as they come down and breathing out as they come up. Again, just get the movement to wrap around your breath. Good work, everyone. That's good camera angles too. I can see you all. Feeling that through the biceps, the muscles in the top of the front of your arms. 10 seconds to go. Good. And if you drop one weight down, and we're going to go back to the tricep exercise we did before. So we're going to bend your elbow and bring the elbow up towards the sky. And I want you to straighten it out and then bring it down. You can use your other hand just to control the elbow so it doesn't move to the side. That's it. That's the way. So we're working the muscle on the back of the arm this time. You need to keep your core on strong. You don't need a lot of heavy weight for this one. I've got 3 kilos, it's plenty. Good, and then switch to the other side. So take the elbow up. That's it. So you're straightening out the arm and then bringing the hand with the weight in it back towards your shoulder. Keeping the elbow pointing forward. Good. Okay. From that one, let's just give our shoulders a little bit of a roll around, just take some of the tension out of it. Okay, and then we're going to do a single arm press. So pick that weight up again and bring it to the side. Okay, so we're going to press all the way up and down. So you're bringing the arm next to your ear, and be careful not to drop the elbow below where your shoulders are. So you're keeping the pressure on. That's it. So we're working through the core and the shoulders here and the arms. We're going to do 3 more, then switch to the other side. Good, and then switch it over. So elbow out to the side, going all the way up, so your ear is next to your arm. That's it, and only dropping the elbow as low as the shoulder. Good work. These are a couple of little tricky ones. Good. Okay, next one is a push-up. So you might want to go against the wall or on your mat, whichever you want to do. I'm going to do mat. So having your nice straight line from your shoulders to your heels, your hands nice and wide apart, and keeping your hip forward. Breathing in as you go towards the wall and breathe out as you push away. Working through the pecs, through the chest area. Keeping it nice and strong, nice deep breathing. Nice lengthened spine. Eight seconds to go. Good work. Okay, and then coming down to the mat, the next one is the plank. So you can go knees or toes, whichever feels right for your body today. Again, keeping a nice straight line from your shoulders down to your knees if you're on knees, or shoulders to heels if you're on your toes. Deep breathing here. It's working our deep abdominal muscles. Ten seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring your body down to the ground. take your knees wide, feet together. We'll just give that little stretch in child's pose. And then the next one, we're going to come back down onto our front, and we're going to do alternate leg and arm lifts. So you're laying down with your body against the ground, and you're inhaling, lifting left hand, right foot, and then go to the other side. So breathe in as you lift up, and breathe out as you bring it down. Lift and lengthening through the foot, toes pointing towards the ground. Squeezing through the buttocks, lengthening your spine. It's going from side to side. This one's working on your lower core, on your buttocks and your hips, and a bit of shoulders. Nice. And then coming up onto your side, we'll do lateral leg raises next. So that one that we just did, you can do it on your knees as well, but doing it on your front like that saves your knees a little bit. So keeping your hip forward, foot flex, and lateral leg raises now.
Work.
That's it, just keeping that foot flexed and hip forward. Oh, looks like the sun's starting to come out. "20 seconds to go. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And drop the weight down and switch to the other side.
Rest.
A nice straight body. Elbow under the armpit, hip forward, foot flexed. 5 seconds to start. Okay, let's go.
Work.
"15 seconds. Nice work. Finish it off. Okay, well done. Laying on your back and hug your knees up to your chest will just take some of the strain out of that whole butt area, butt and glute area. Just give it a nice move around on your lumbar spine. And then from here, since we're on our back, bring your feet down to the floor, weights onto your hips, and we'll do the glute press in a bridge position. So heels in nice and close to your buttocks, lifting up as you inhale, squeeze the buttocks, slowly lower it down. Lift up as high as you can, bring your chest up to your chin. Using the buttocks to power this one. Okay, nice work. And then we're going to do the side plank. If you find that this one is not great for your shoulder, you can always do a normal plank. So the bottom knee is bent, the top knee is straight. And we're going to lift up through the hip and lift our hand up towards the ceiling, opening up through the chest. And this one's working the oblique muscles, the ones that run down the side of your abs. So deep breathing here. And then quickly shift to the other side. Nice straight body. Hand up towards the ceiling and then take it back a little to open up through the chest. Good work. Bring it down. And then rolling onto your tummy.
Tabata complete.
And next one we're going to do is the alternate arm and leg stretches.
Stopping session. Starting session.
So coming down onto the front on the mat, we're going to lift up alternate hand and foot. Have your foot pointing, toes pointing to the floor. Squeeze your butt as you lift. Inhale as you lift up and exhale as you bring them back down to earth. Gazing towards the top of your mat. Nice lengthened spine. 15 seconds to go. Good work. And then come up into a child's pose and just give that a little stretch. So that's 2 sets down. Going well, ladies and Dexter. It's coming up into all fours and it's giving your spine a little bit of movement in cat-cow. So we've done quite a lot of work on the spine and the glutes, abs areas. Inhale as you lift your chest and exhale as you take your spine up towards the ceiling. Okay, we'll have a little break here and grab yourself a drink. I think we've got time for one more set. Oh, we're lucky that we have this Zoom. It wouldn't be too nice outside today. And it's nice not missing it as well. We all need to move every day to try and keep our cells fit and strong. And also just it helps a lot with any stiffness and any joint stiffness especially. So we're going to start off this time. We'll do knees up. So I'll get the clock going. Okay, let's go. Deep breathing on this one and bring your knees up nice and high. Five seconds to go. Good work. Okay, just hips a little bit of movement there and pick up both of your weights. We're going to do calf raises next. So just bring your weights into your hand and I want you to lift up through the heels and then slowly bring your heels back down to the mat. So it doesn't look like it's much, but it actually is really good for your calves and your Achilles and the muscles underneath your feet and also all the little stabilizers. Good for your balance too. So slowly lowering that down, lift up and then bring your heels down slowly. You'll start to feel it soon. This one's good to try to prevent plantar fasciitis, and also it's good if you ever have any neuropathy in your feet. Just getting all that nice and strong and getting the circulation down there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give your legs a little shake, and then we'll take it into bicep curls. So feet nice, a little bit wider apart, toes pointing out, core on. We've got 5 more seconds rest, and then we get started. Good work. Okay. So bring it up and controlling it down. So you're moving with your breath. Nice work. Okay, just give your shoulders a little bit of movement, and we'll go to the single arm press. So you can drop one weight down and bring one up. We've got another 5 seconds rest here. Rightio, now let's go. That's it, good. Yeah, so straightening that arm up so your arm goes up next to your ear and bringing the elbow just down to shoulder height. Perfect, everyone. It's awesome. Take the elbow back a little bit and you'll feel it open up through the chest and squeeze your shoulder a little. One more here and then we'll swap sides. That's it. Take it to the other side. That's it. So all the way up and coming down. Nice deep breathing. Breathe in as you come down. Breathe out as you press up. Good. Okay, back to a push-up against the wall or on the mat, whichever one works for you today. Taking your hands nice and wide so you're getting a good stretch and good strength through the chest. Keeping your hips forward and a nice straight line from your shoulders to your heels. Good. You can see yours, Julianne, looks great. Can't see anybody else's. That's it, keeping it strong. We've got 30 seconds to go. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, coming down to the mat for a plank. Okay, we've got 4 seconds to go. Sit and lifting up. So nice straight line from your shoulders to your knees or your shoulders to your heels. And deep breathing here, keeping it nice and strong. Fifteen seconds to go. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then take it back into a child's pose and give that a lovely stretch. Okay, let's go onto our back now. We'll do the glute bridge press. So having your feet on the ground, knees bent, bring the weights to your hips. And we're going to inhale and press up through the hips, squeeze the buttocks. Make sure the heels are nice and close to the buttocks. Bring up the chest towards the chin and then slowly lowering down as you exhale. So inhale as you lift and squeeze through the hips and exhale as you bring it back down. Nice. And then take the weights off and hug your knees up to your chest. Let's roll that around. And then we'll go on to our side for these lateral leg raises. So straightening out your body, bring the weight up onto your leg, elbow underneath your armpit, hip forward, foot flexed. Squeeze your butt. Just checking that your hips forward enough so your leg's not able to come up more than about 40 centimeters high. Ten seconds to go. Good work. And then go to the other side. Okay, so nice and straight through the body. Hip forward, foot flexed. Got 5 seconds to go. Then we're starting. Okay, let's go.
Work.
Fifteen seconds to go. Nice. And then drop your weight off. And coming down to front, we're going to do the alternate leg and arm raises. If you want, you can come up to your hands and knees and do it this time. Or for Penny, you might like to stay down so that it's not hurting your knees. So we're just going to inhale, lift up, left leg, right arm. And then exhale, bring it down, keeping your back nice and steady. Lengthening out through the hand and the foot, and have the foot, toes pointing down towards your mat. Really squeezing the butt. Lengthening through the spine, having your gaze towards the top of your mat. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come into child's pose to stretch it out.
Rinse.
Okay.
Stopping session.
That's all we're going to do exercise-wise today. So have a think about, scan your body and think about where you might need some stretches. And then take yourself off mute and let me know what you need. And then we'll do some stretches to finish. Okay, Julianne, you're the first cab off the rank.
Okay, whatever, I think it might be ribs or something where you can take a big breath. Like I feel like I'm tight wherever, that means I can't take a big breath.
Open out. Oh, okay, okay. All right. Anybody else?
Lower
You can
back.
work on. I'll go, Jenny.
Lower back for me.
Lower back, okay. And Penny?
I could do the shoulders again. I've been reading a lot, so I've been over.
Okay. Okay then, all right. So some shoulders and
Yeah, back,
lower
middle
back,
back.
some through the sort of upper back rib. Okay.
Yeah.
All right then, that sounds good. Have you got some sort of a roller there? Has anyone got a roller with them? You've got one, Julianne. Okay. Anyone else? Yeah. Or even a couple of cushions. And what we might do for the one that Julianne's needing, we can use that. So if you have a roller or even just a couple of cushions, So I'll just show you what we're going to do here. So I've got a little roller here, but equally, if you just had, even you can get a towel and fold it in half and roll it up so it's like a little sausage, and laying down on your back and bring that roller behind your ribs. So you're in this position, and you can bring your feet together so you're like in a butterfly position, and take your arms out to the side. So you can see that as you do this one, it's really opening up through the chest. So we just stay here for about a minute or so, just taking some nice deep breaths. Just getting into a comfortable position. So it's really opening up through the chest area. Now, if you have a roller there, you can then bring your hands to your chest, so folding your arms across your chest, and lift your bottom up off the ground and just roll back and forwards so you can feel that rolling down behind your ribs on your spine. Take it right up to the shoulders and bring it down just above where the ribs finish. And then whatever you have there, take that behind your neck and just moving your neck from side to side. That's it. And then from here, let's push that one out of the way and hug up one knee towards your chest. Just hug that up and just give that a little bit of movement. And then we'll go to the other knee. So give that a bit of a roll down, round, bring it up towards your chest, and then bring both up. Just do some little circles on the lumbar spine. Just loosening up through the lower back area. And then place your feet on the ground and your hands straight out from your shoulders. We're going to drop the knees to the right, but look to the left. Just stay here for a couple of breaths and let your knees fall down towards the ground on the right hand side. Feel the stretch down the left. Keep your back nice and flat on the ground so you're getting a stretch through the front of your chest as well. And then inhale, bring your knees back to center, and exhale to the other side. Just let them fall down towards the ground on the left side. Back nice and flat. Taking a few breaths here. And coming up, come up to a seated position. And we're going to have our feet out in front of us. If you can, try and bring your legs down towards the ground so you don't have too much bend in your knees. And I want you to lift up through the spine so you're nice and tall. You can bring your arms up and then slowly, as you exhale, bring your chest forward and bring your hands forward. They might come to your knees or your shins, or you might be able to reach your toes. You're going to stay in this forward bend position for 5 breaths, and each time you breathe out, try to relax into a little more. One more breath here. Good. And then we're going to go to bend one foot up. I'll show you this. So you've got both legs out in front. Bend one knee, bring the foot next to your other leg. So for me, I've got my left leg bent, my right leg straight. The left foot is against the right leg. If you find that the knee is sitting up high, you might want to put something under it to support it, maybe the roller, or you might have a cushion there that you could use. And again, we're going to lift up nice and tall and then fold forward. Bring our hands down either to knees, shin, or you may be able to reach through to your toes. And we'll stay here for 5 breaths. And each time you exhale, just try to relax into the stretch a little more. So this one, you will feel it in the lower back, a little bit of glute on the left side, and a little bit of ITB. And then release that side. and swap your legs over. So you've got your right knee bent this time and left foot against your right leg. So come up onto your sit bones, lift your arms up nice and tall. Inhale and then exhale as you fold forward. And you might find that this side is different to the other side. You may be able to go further or less. Mine is definitely less on this side. And again, we're feeling it through lower back, through the glute area, ITB. So it's staying here for 5 breaths. And then take both feet out in front. And we go back to the first one we did again. So lifting up onto your sit bones, lengthening through the spine, bring your hands towards the ceiling and reach forward. Bring your chest forward. You find you've got a little bit more flexibility there now. So we'll stay here for 5 breaths. Gazing towards your toes. 1 more breath. And then release that and bring your feet, soles of your feet together. So you've got your knees out to the side like a butterfly. Come up, nice tall spine on your sit bones. And we're going to hold on to our ankles and use our elbows just to gently, gently press against our legs, just stretching through the groin area. That's it. Okay, and then you can, for Penny, you can roll onto your back and hug your knees to your chest. And for everyone else, we can come into a child's pose. So take your knees wide, feet together, and bring your buttocks down to your heels and reach forward. It's a really nice stretch. So it's actually the same movement, but one's facing the ground, one's facing the ceiling. And then coming to a comfortable seated position, we'll do a little bit of work around the shoulders. So let's start with taking your left arm across your body and bring your right arm underneath and draw that left arm across so that you feel a nice stretch through the scapula on the left side. That's it. Taking a few breaths here and then ease it off and then go again. And then swap sides, so bring the right arm across your body, left hand underneath and draw that right arm across, feeling that nice stretch. Good. And then rolling your shoulders with little circles and back the other way. Good. And then giving yourself enough room, and we'll take our arms in bigger circles. And back the other way. Good. And then taking our head from side to side, just stretching through the neck area. And looking to the ceiling and bring your chin to chest. And then take your right hand just to the left side of your head and just gently stretch that across. Just stretching through this part of your neck. Through the traps and then other side. And back to the first side. Good. Now one more stretch for your side. I think this might help with the area that you were looking at, Julianne. So you can either do this sitting down or standing up. Well, it looks like most people are standing up now. So we'll reach up towards the sky and we'll stretch to the side. That's it. And inhale to the center and then stretch to the other side. So this gives a nice stretch through that whole rib area. Good. Okay, and then just give that a nice shake through the shoulders. We'll do one more for the lower back area. So we're going to take our feet a little bit wider. We're going to reach up, all the way up, and we're going to fold forward. And let your head fall heavy. Let your chest fall heavy. If you can reach, you can pop your hands underneath your toes and really relax into that stretch, taking some nice deep breaths. Let's do 2 more breaths here. So feeling that nice stretch through the shoulders and through the back of the legs and the lower back. And then release your hands, and you can press against your legs if you want, come all the way up. And I think we're done. How does that feel? Anybody got any other spots? All good?
All good.
All good, excellent. All right, well done today. Well done for joining in when it's such a rainy, terrible day. Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
I want to let you all know too, I'm going down the snow next weekend, so next week, so I'll be leaving Thursday afternoon, so no class on Friday.